Data is more and more important now. I mean, as we've seen, we knew 2 years ago that cookies were going to be going away and that we would need other ways to help enhance that consumer journey. We knew that was coming. And we were lucky, we were poised very well to have the data at our fingertips coming into this unprecedented time. And it truly is unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this before. And, what data has allowed us to do right now is really to help, make our clients' money work harder for them, right? When you're in a time where clients are pulling back media spend, and they really need that dollar to work very hard for them. And this gives us that ability to do that. We're able to take data, we're able to come up with a better targeted segment, we're able to help utilize that for content to drive the content change that needs to happen and the speed to market. So it's really poising us for what's going to happen in the future. And it's really allowed us to help our clients that as media and things are shifting to e-commerce and driving e-commerce with brick and mortar, not having that brick and mortar store to be able to go to and e-commerce going up, it's helping us help our clients who maybe don't have a rich e-commerce platform to help drive that.
So tell us about this notion of identity, what you've been working on for the last year, how that's kind of coming along and the use of it now, and how you expect to use it moving forward.
Absolutely. So we partnered a little over a year ago with TransUnion, and as you know, a great partner. We utilize them for the pure spine that they have, that data backbone that gives us the pure PII and deterministic data, and that's the baseline of our entire identity framework. And we take that identity framework; it's 100% deterministic. It is not probabilistic at all, and we use that and partner with additional data assets to help marry that to the spine to enrich the profiles that we have on these 280 million plus individuals.
So what is the value of this identity graph? I don't know if you call it a graph, but what's the utility of it, and how do brands use that?
So the identity framework is really key to helping our brands, one, build out their own internal CRM. So if they don't have their own internal CRM, if they're not data rich, as some clients are not, it gives them a baseline of data that is extremely rich with clients to help us utilize that to formulate their targets. It helps us actually perform one-to-one targeting, one-to-one marketing, and it really helps take it through the entire ecosystem. It's not just digital, it is truly omni-channel, to be utilized across all, linear as well as digital and other performance media. It helps that whole consumer journey because it takes that data all the way through. It takes that ID, that deterministic ID, it carries it all the way through the consumer journey, all the way through to attribution. So truly closing that loop and giving insights to our consumers to really make it a better experience for their customer.
So Laura, finally, where do you think we could go from here in terms of the digital media industry? I know it's really hard to predict, but what are your hopes, at least, that we kind of on the other side of this thing, let's say in 6 months, what will change, do you think?
Well, I think for sure that, again, going back to the whole e-commerce piece, clients that maybe didn't have a rich data strategy around e-commerce, it's going to help them look at that so that they have that baseline and they can help grow that business. I think the way that people do business today is changing. You're seeing a lot more, remote learnings, remote, access and all of that. I think it's going to, change how, individuals are consuming media as well. We're seeing shifts in what people are doing from a media perspective. And although, CPMs are down from a biddable marketplace, you're seeing a huge uptick in social and CTV and OTT is a huge uptick. So I think you're going to see media dollars shift for sure.
And how are things at Horizon? How is it working with your crew? And tell us what it's like being, in a media agency and being productive through this.
So we were extremely lucky, being at an independent company. We have, the great fortune of having a leader like Bill Konisberg, who really puts people first before finances. He believes 100% in that, business is personal and has kept our clients very, very close. We've been great partners to our clients. We have a lot of clients that are in QSR and travel and entertainment, which have been hit very, very hard in this pandemic. And we know that it's going to end. It will end. We will all come out of this. But we went into this like a light switch. It was a complete light switch that just shut everything down. People pulled media, clients pulled media from everything. It's Q2 is a disaster. Q3 is hopefully, going to be a little bit on the uptick. But from a P&L perspective, 2020 is over for us. And we know that, and that's okay. It's helping our clients move into 2021 and helping to keep their business sustainable so that they can come out of this, okay? Being a partner to be able to do that with them and sharing that risk with them.